Hi guys! So today is sort of a story time, sort of a rant about my experience at Heinz Field for Taylor Swift's 1989 World Tour. I apologize in advance for the language you're probably going to hear in this video because this still gets me pretty heated. I'm still pretty mad about this, but whatever. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, so in 2013, I saw Taylor Swift's Red Tour at Heinz Field, and during I Knew You Were Trouble at Red Tour, Taylor chipped her tooth, and it was like not serious or anything. She just kind of like tapped her tooth on the microphone, and she had a chip in it, and yeah, so then after that, she was interviewed and she said that she was a stage warrior and she didn't care if she chipped a tooth. So that happened at my Red Tour show in Pittsburgh. So I decided that for a 1989 tour, 2 years later, 2015, I was going to take a sign that I thought was very clever, you know, whatever, and it said, "Hey stage warrior, don't chip another tooth." I thought it was pretty clever at the time. I thought, oh, this is totally getting me Tea Party. Tea Party, Club Red, Loft 89, Rep Room is a thing Taylor Swift does where she has her team and her parents go around the stadium and the arena and look for fans who have clever costumes, clever signs, or are just having the best time, and they ask them if they want to meet Taylor after the show. So that's what Tea Party is, and that's what I was trying to get with my clever sign idea. I figured it worked, you know, because like the incident happened in Pittsburgh and then I was seeing Taylor in Pittsburgh, you know, so I was like, that's perfect. So I get my sign, like I get the poster board and I get glitter and lights and markers and everything, and I make my sign. I'm gonna put a picture here of my sign. So the night before the show, Heinz Field tweeted about what size signs were allowed in for the show. In the tweet they said that people on the floor were meant to follow this. So people on the floor were only allowed signs that were like small, because obviously they're on the floor. If you have a giant sign, no one behind you can see. So I understand that. But if you're in the stands, it shouldn't apply to you, okay? Fine. And that's what the tweet said, was people on the floor. People on the floor were meant to have like small signs. On the floor. I was not on the floor. I was in lower bowl. I was in the 100 section. Moving on. So concert day comes and I'm so excited, you know, this is my third time seeing Taylor. I love Taylor, obviously. And so I was really excited, and I take my sign and I think it's really clever, and I'm like, oh, this is totally gonna get me Loft 89. I'm so excited. And you know, we're outside the stadium and we're taking pictures and everything. I took some pictures with my sign, you know, in front of the buses and stuff. I will put a picture here so you can see. Me and my mom took some pictures, and yeah, I got like really excited for this because I was like, oh, this is really clever. I'm really proud of myself for this one. Heinz Field has 3 gates, A, B, and C, and they have a gate you can go in for floor. So, you know, if you have floor seats, you have to wait at a specific gate. You can't get to floor seats from any of the other gates and from any of the other places in the stadium. You have to go through the floor gate, okay? So we go in through gate B. I'm pretty sure we went through that gate like every time we've gone to a concert. I don't know. So we get up to gate B, and this guy at the security checkpoint is like, your sign's too big. And I'm like, sorry? He's like, your sign's too big. Either throw it out or take it back to your car. I can't let you in with that. I'm like, what? Like, I thought that the size thing only mattered for people on floor. I am obviously not on the floor. You know, I have section 100 or something. You know, I'm lower bowl, not on floor. There's a difference. And like, I'm so upset because like, I was like, this sign's gonna get me loft. I'm so excited, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, great, can't take it in. That's fun. So me and my dad walked the sign back up to our car, which was parked, you know, all the way up from Heinz Field, whatever, because we're not paying for Heinz Field parking. So we take it all the way back to the car, and I'm just like really bummed. And on the walk back, you know, I'm not someone that's gonna like let it ruin my my time. I'm not gonna let it ruin my concert experience that I couldn't bring my sign in. So on the walk back to the stadium to go in, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, it just wasn't meant to be, you know. Maybe they should have specified that it was all signs and not just people on the floor, but, you know, I can't do anything about it now, so let's just go in and have a good time. And that's all fine and dandy until we get the fuck in the stadium, okay? And we, like, get through the security checkpoint, okay? They scan our tickets get in okay, because, you know, we buy from Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster is thebomb.com. You know your tickets are good. We get in. So we get in, and we're in, like, this big area where they have all kinds of Steelers memorabilia and stuff. Really cool. And we're walking around, and then I start seeing these girls with signs equally as big as mine was, or bigger. There was a girl with a tri-fold board, like one of those ones that, like, opens up, walking around in the stadium. Someone let them in with the tri-fold board. Tell me why they were allowed in, but I was not. Would love to know. At that point, I'm almost crying because I'm seeing all these girls with these signs, and they're clever signs. They're really pretty, you know. A lot of people in the Swiftie fandom are very creative, very, like, artistic. They come up with some really great stuff. You know, I'm not dissing their signs. It's just like, why was yours let in but mine wasn't, you know? And I'm almost like, there's tears in my eyes, and I'm like trying to fan my eyes because I have makeup on, so I'm like, don't mess up my makeup, you know? Don't cry, don't be a baby. But it's like, ugh, like, what the hell? That's so unfair, right? And so that was around the time that Taylor and her team started using the internet, like Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, to find people as well. So it wasn't just going around the stadium finding people. So I have a pretty big account on Instagram in the Swiftie fandom. I ran a Taylor Swift fan account. It's ridiculous, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, maybe my followers will help me, and God bless them, they really tried. Everyone that tweeted Taylor Nation for me that day, I don't forget you, I love you, I appreciate you, thank you for trying to help me that day, really means a lot to me. But sadly, after sitting in the seat and with my phone in hand, wasting battery, trying to tweet Taylor Nation and Taylor, nothing happened. So, yeah. However, as soon as the show started, I had a good time. You know, Shawn Mendes opened for Taylor. I really enjoyed his set. I really enjoyed Taylor. I had so much fun that night. You know, New Romantics was so much fun. Me and my mom were jamming to Style. It meant the world to me to hear Clean live. You know, we got a special guest for the first time. Little Big Town performed Pontoon. That was crazy. You know, like, I got to hear Enchanted and Wildest Dreams mashed up on piano. Like, I shouldn't complain about anything ever again, right? But it just, you know, I really, really, really enjoyed the show. And I know you don't buy tickets just to meet Taylor. You don't buy tickets just to try to get Loft or Tea Party, whatever it's called in the current era. But it just really bummed me out that other girls were let in with signs that were equally as big as mine or bigger than mine. And yeah, mine was big and mine was not the prettiest, but I knew I was like right smack in the middle of an ocean of people, so I wanted my sign to be easy to read. You know, it's not the cutest, but you could read it from far away, so that's what I was going for. And it just sucks that nobody got to see it. At Red Tour, I had a sign that said, I just want to say thank you, Taylor, and it was red and it had lights, and we were on the bar, so we were in row A of the section, and our section was like right across, like straight ahead was Taylor's B stage, and I had my sign hanging over the bar, and I was waving like a maniac whenever she was singing Sparks Fly and Begin Again and Everything Has Changed, yada yada yada, all the B stage songs from Red Tour. And later, like 2 years later, a year later, in March of 2014, she liked my post on Instagram, which I will post a screenshot here. She liked it and it had a picture of my sign in it, and I said, I wonder if she saw my sign, and then she liked my picture, so I take it that she did see that sign. So if she could see that sign, she would have seen the sign in 1989, because we were closer for 1989, so yeah, I am pretty sour about this, and by pretty sour, I mean very sour, and then I'm even more sour about what happened after that. A girl on Instagram must have seen my story, because I posted it on Instagram because I'm that person, and took my sign idea. I'm so salty about this because it's not the fact that someone took my idea, it's what happened at her show. She went to one of the LA shows, and I guess, you know, maybe this is karma or something, I don't know, but she went to the one LA show that didn't have Tea Party. Mama Swift, Andrea Swift, Taylor Swift's mom, saw this girl with the sign. She literally took my idea and just switched around the words. I think it said something like, don't chip another tooth, stage warrior, or something. Like, literally my idea just switched around a little bit and in appropriate sign size. So hers was let in and mine wasn't. So she got in and was carrying around her sign, and Andrea Swift came up to her and was like, well, we're not doing Tea Party today, but we can move you up to the front. So this girl, whose show was like 5 months after mine, by the way, got moved up to front row for her show with my sign idea. And that might not sound like a lot, but keep in mind, if they would have had Loft 89 that night, this girl would have met Taylor Swift with my idea. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty salty about all this. Just a little bit, you know? It's like everything was stacked against me for 1989 era. Nothing was going my way. I still enjoyed the era, I still enjoyed my show. You know, I don't wish bad on anybody. If that girl would have met Taylor, I still would have been happy for her because, you know, as a Swiftie, that is your dream, is to meet Taylor, to give her a hug, to tell her how much she has impacted you, and thank her for everything she's done for you, you know, through music. You know, that's the big dream. I am always happy for anyone that meets Taylor, even people who are not the nicest and who haven't been the nicest to me. You know, I don't wish bad on anybody, but that really bothers me that she took my sign idea. It really does. It would have sucked, not because she met Taylor, but because I could have, you know. That's why it would have sucked if she would have met Taylor, but that's if it didn't happen, you know. I don't know what happened to that girl. She changed her username and I haven't heard from her since, but you know, if she's met Taylor since then, congrats. I wish you the best, and don't steal people's ideas. On an unrelated note, when I went to Rep Tour in Pittsburgh, Taylor Swift had like, she has like Club Olivia and Club Meredith, and it's like VIP or something, and I think people in the crowd also get picked for that. And it's like these areas that are off to the side or something, like off the stage. Her stage looked like an X on the end, and so like here's the X. This is where Club Meredith and Club Olivia are. And I bought my tickets in row A, so we would be on the bar again, and I got our tickets right between where the end of the X is and where the B stage would be. So me and my mom, who's disabled, would be able to see, you know, like perfectly. When Taylor was on the B stage, she felt so close. Like, I am a boss-ass bitch. I picked the best seats. But, you know, cute little Club Meredith or Club Olivia, whatever was in front of us, blocked our view of the end of the X of the main stage. So my mom had to stand to see Taylor, which the reason I bought row A tickets is because my mother would be able to sit, you know, like she's disabled. It hurts her to stand. She had to stand in Columbus because the drunk girls in front of us, which I ranted about in another video that was taken down due to copyright. But yeah, so not really fun, really. The last two shows in Pittsburgh, not really great. I feel like there's always something that like happens at Taylor shows. Like, nothing happened at Speak Now, as far as I know. At Red Tour, we were in horrible traffic getting to the stadium, that we were worried we were going to be late. We weren't, but like the traffic was really bad for a while that we were like, oh my god, we're gonna be late. And we weren't. We saw both opening acts and it was fine. But also at Red Tour, it was sweltering hot. We were fucking dying. We were on the side of the stadium where the sun beats down on you, and it was so hot that day. It was July 6th, 2013. That was like so fucking hot that day. We were sweating so bad. Like, I'm surprised none of us got dehydrated because we were not drinking enough for how hot it was that day. And then a 1989 tour, my sign didn't get in, you know, all of that. And then rep tour for Columbus, you know, like after the show in Columbus, it was like really bad. Me and my mom were walking around, like I was pushing her in a wheelchair all over Columbus, basically, as my dad was in the car trying to find us, and that went on for like 2 hours, us trying to find each other in this crazy Columbus, whatever's going on in Columbus. Y'all need to figure that out. I'm glad I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm just saying. I pushed my mother around in a wheelchair for 2 hours after the Taylor Swift show in Columbus, so that's that. And then, of course, in Pittsburgh, we couldn't fucking see. So, yeah. And yet, I still get tickets to see Taylor every era. Fingers crossed that maybe next time, good things will happen. Thanks for listening to me rant. I know I don't really hold on to this as like a huge grudge or anything. You know, they're just, the guy that told me to take my sign back was just doing his job. I don't hold it against him. I don't want to kill that guy or anything. I respect that he wanted to follow the rules. I understand. I followed the rules. I took my poster back to my car. It's whatever. But, you know, just let people have fun. Like, why are they having so many new stupid regulations at concerts? Like, let us bring posters. Let us have light sticks. Let us just have fun. Concerts are supposed to be fun. You're taking all the fun out of it. And as for the rep tour thing, I know that that's not really Heinz Field's fault because they do the Club Meredith, Club Olivia thing at every rep tour show. So, whatever. But maybe Taylor should just kind of get rid of that for next tour because it was really annoying and it was blocking my view. So, wouldn't recommend. Thank you for listening to me rant about things that happened to me. You know, I've gone through a lot for Taylor Swift. I've been bullied because I'm a Taylor Swift fan. You know, I dealt with all this crap at her concerts, but I still love her to death. And I can't wait for next tour. We'll see what kind of wacky things happen in the TS7 era. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I don't know why you would, but give it a thumbs up. If you have similar crazy concert experiences, comment below. Let me know. I want to hear some of your crazy, ridiculous things that have happened to you. If your sign has been told no and you've had to take it back to your car, let me know, because like obviously I've been there. And yeah, let me know. Let's have a chat, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.